funny because so your career began in finance and stuff. When give us, this is totally off now. Just give us a little background history about how you shifted to start this because this is your company, correct?
Oh yes, yep.
Yeah. So you're the Rhonda of finance. So so tell
God
you know
bless you.
she's the she's the she's the coaching guru, but you're the finance
Yes, she
guru.
is.
So yeah, so tell us how you made that shift. How did you identify that as something you wanted to do?
hmm It was one of my financial planning clients that I knew nothing about student loans, Dr. Rick. I didn't even want to know anything about student loans. That was not anything I wanted to be smart about. I don't know if you've had that same situation in your life where it just sort of comes to you. Yeah, okay. But he came to me, he asked for my professional opinion on his loans. He said if he didn't figure them out, they were going to swamp him. I still remember, this was years ago. And I wanted to lie to him and give him some advice, but I had nothing, nothing that I could help him with. And then I was so embarrassed, right, that I couldn't, here I am his helper, his financial person. Oh, and so I said, well, let me just look into it. So I tried to find somebody to refer him to, right? Because I didn't, I had nothing. And I couldn't find anybody that I believed in, that I thought I could trust, right?
Yeah.
It's money, it's student loans, there's all kinds of scams. It's tough. And so just for him, I got smart. And partly because I was emotionally connected because I was embarrassed, right? And I also really, believed in this guy. He is a really cool, wonderful person. And so we saved him. What did we save him? It was over $100,000. It might have been more. It was a big number. And he was
incredible.
Smart, super duper smart. And he'd done a lot of research on his own. And so then I looked at my book of business. I had 30 doctors, pharmacists, other people that, had student loans that I hadn't helped. And so I sent an email, and within 2 weeks, all of these busy people had scheduled appointments.
Wow.
And I thought to myself,
I got some.
well, yeah, exactly. Okay, so
a
I paid
pretty good
attention to
response.
that.
That's a great response.
Especially busy people, right? And so then sat down with all of them, and of the 30, only 3 were perfect. The 27 of these smart people that had figured out their student loan plan, we saved them from $40,000 to $400,000 on their student loans. Those other 27. The 400 were, 2 people married to each other with each, so it was a big student loan.
I'm interested in your opinion. If these people were so out of touch, is that a function of the obscurity of anything that's put together by the government, or were they just burying their heads in the sand? Or
No.
what do you think?
These are all folks. A lot of them were pharmacists. Do you guys work with pharmacists?
Oh yeah.
Totally committed people, smart, attention to the details. All of these folks were very, very much, and spent time, hours, working on their student loan plan and thought they had it figured out.
Wow.
And what happens is, now this was a few years ago before there was a lot of information, like the studentaid.gov website that I mentioned earlier was not good back then. So we've come a long way, baby, as they say. But still there are things, what physicians tell us today is they feel like it's their own burden to bear, that they've got to figure this out.
I'm here to
And then
suffer.
in the back of their head, right, they're going to do it because they're smart, right? And they know they can figure these hard things out, but they're worried, did I miss anything? And so then they're up at night, worrying about it. Or when they've got a free minute, they're on the website trying to listen to a podcast, right?
Yeah.
Totally, which is good. But then what they really need is just someone to, I believe, come alongside as a trusted ally, just to say, let's just double check that everything is good. And so these are all terrific people. We don't work with any crummy people.
I would think it would be an excellent addition as a franchise to any investment firm.
Yeah.
Any large investment firm to say, for the children of the people who are doing that, it made me think, because this is totally off. This is me again. I saw that giant blackboard on that financial ad where the guy comes in and shows the people their retirement plan. and then they go to the the other company across the street. You know what I'm talking about, guys? I didn't want to give Matt. It's a Schwab ad. It's a Schwab ad. The guy's there with a
I've seen
blackboard.
that one.
Yeah,
Not
and
an
he's got
ad.
all this stuff, and he goes, "I got your plan. I got your plan." And they go, "Yeah, well, we want one that's simple that we can understand."
Oh,
Anyways, okay,
bingo,
so- yeah,
bingo.
I just think what you do is just awesome. So
That's truly
yeah.
the essence of it. You know, the more we're in this, and you know, we say this quite a bit with regard to the service we provide is coaching, is, you know, once they're through their education and they're ready to fully start practice, you know, they need a few items that is in the starter kit. Of course, you need your lab coat, you need your stethoscope, you need your coach, and you need your financial advisor.
Yeah, there you go.
That, I think that needs to just
Yeah.
be a standard thing.
Yeah.
And I know we're all working very hard toward that.
Yeah.
So the more I talk with you, Joy, the more I just, every young doctor that I'm coming up with, hey, who
Yeah.
do you have looking at your student loans? If you don't
very
have
good.
them, here's a great website. I want you to go
Very
there
good.
and connect with my friend.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, totally. Happy to do that.
Well,